Why are you still white?
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Dark Rooms podcast. I'm Psychic. We're starting with that. We're starting with that.
Oh my gosh.
Hey,
welcome to season 3, baby.
Context, please. Please include context.
We're not starting with that.
Yes, we are.
No, that's a great
I'm already
starter.
recording.
Okay,
That's such a good start.
Oh my gosh.
Context.
Okay,
Inky's
context.
screen
Yeah,
is white.
it is.
He's just a white void.
I'm in the void right now. That's also why I sound a little different. I'm just in the void.
Where are you?
Okay.
In the void.
Okay. Have fun with that, I guess.
Right.
Yeah.
Hello.
I'm gonna sound a little different going forward, but that's just how it is.
Oh my gosh. Hello, everybody.
Welcome to season 3.
Welcome to season 3 of the Dark Rooms
Yeah.
podcast. I'm
That's pretty
Psychic
cool.
with Ozone _ and Inky, and we're here to talk about all things FNaF, just like
All
always.
things. Every
Always.
single thing in FNaF. We will cover it. We will talk about it.
Yes.
Probably.
So
We-
what are
we have-
what are we talking about today?
A whole multitude of things.
Ooh.
But first, we should just kind of we have new things in the series.
Yeah.
Don't we? We
Do
have a
we?
new artist.
Oh
We have a
yeah.
new
Oh
art.
yeah.
We might have a new song, but probably not. I don't know.
I didn't hear about this one.
I mean, you'll probably if you're watching the podcast now, or if you're listening to the podcast now, you already know if we have a new song.
Yeah.
Definitely new intro screen. New art style for the video art.
Love it. It looks
There are,
great.
like multiple new art things, yeah, from our
Yeah.
previous artist and a new artist. It's awesome. Things are great.
Links in the
Thank you to
description. check them
Davion.
out. Yeah.
Or Davon. Or is it Davon? I don't know.
I think it's
Davion.
Davion.
Dave.
I don't know. This is
I
gonna
don't
go
know.
Thank
so
you,
bad.
Dave.
Dave.
Oh my gosh.
Dave Miller?
No.
From the guy, the FNAF,
From
The FNAF guy?
the
So-
FNAF guy.
We have a lot of cool things for this season for old viewers, but also if you're a new viewer, hello, welcome to the Dark Rooms podcast. We are a FNAF-based podcast. We like doing FNAF things. We have fun every
And we have
week.
a lot of episodes that you don't necessarily have to catch up on. This can be a new
Yeah.
jump-in point for you.
See, the thing
Mhm.
is, we are doing a lot of I don't know why I started that. I don't know why I started the sentence that way. Basically, all of our episodes are they kind of aren't tied down to a certain time. The one thing we're not doing anymore is news segments, because one, people don't really like them, and also they kind of dated the episodes.
Yeah,
I
always get to them
I've
a
been
little
going.
late.
I was going back and listening to them. I was like, oh, I can skip this because I already know about all this news. Freddy and Friends came out. Jeez, that was months ago.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
Yeah.
And
breaking
some-
news. There's a new one.
Wait, Freddy and Friends just turned a year old, didn't it?
Did
Like
it?
the security breach.
Oh, did it
or
actually?
SBTV just turned a year old.
Oh,
Yep.
that's wild. That doesn't
Yep.
feel real. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Wow, we're old.
FNAF
Yeah.
is old. 8 years. Wow.
Okay,
It's crazy.
So, but yeah, you can go back to the episodes, or you can just start here if you want. It doesn't really matter. You do you, viewer.
There's a good
yeah,
I'd say that in these videos we do capture a good progression of time in the way that if you're say me who's just posting theories just every once in a while, you don't see the progression. You just see here's where I'm at now, but you kind of see the in between.
Yeah,
I remember,
the podcast, it can kind of be viewed
You're-
as
You're watching the evolution.
yeah, you're watching the FNAF community in progress as things are coming out and things are getting talked about.
yeah.
I remember I was listening to the Friendly Face video we did, and Underscore was just hell bent on making it a Midnight Motors parallel.
Okay, that had to have been a bit.
No,
I
you
love
were
that.
serious. You were so
I
serious.
think you were serious, Underscore.
Yeah, you definitely were. I love going back through the episodes and listening to our stupid predictions and ridiculous
Oh my
theories that we had
gosh.
back then. We had so many bad theories. They were
yeah.
terrible.
Hey, let's just say that when this new book dropped, dude, I was cackling my head off. There was so much good stuff. There was so much good stuff.
So
I'm excited to read it.
for those of you who don't know, Ozone underscore have read the leaks of HAPPS. Me and Inky are waiting. Let's see, how many days?
We're
is this?
waiting till it comes out.
Yeah,
Lame.
16 days. 16 days.
Yeah, just an
it
episode
16
or two
days?
away. It'll probably be like
Oh.
episode 4 or something.
Yeah. For Inky,
could-
it will be 600 days.
We can have this.
No,
Yeah,
Ozone,
that is
Ozone,
how it is.
I'm relying on you now. I don't have a library. I'm at college
Oh,
now.
the
It's all
audiobooks?
you. Audiobooks.
Oh,
get
you
it.
are relying on me. So
I'm
you're
relying
gonna
on
listen to
you.
my audiobooks.
Yeah,
So
I'm
we'll,
relying on
let's-
so you
we'll
better,
be
you
able to
better
make
get them out
timely
fast.
episodes. We'll be able to make timely episodes. Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Totally.
It's all on you, Ozone.
So everyone listening, listen to my audiobooks as well. They're cool.
Yeah,
pretty
Ozone
good.
does audiobooks of like pretty much every FNaF story in existence.
Also, make sure to like and subscribe and hit that bell.
Okay, psychic. Okay.
Also, we have a Dark Rooms podcast Reddit.
Yeah, the Reddit.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah, that thing exists.
I legitimately forgot we had a Reddit.
Well, I don't know if we're going to change it this season. We're probably not going to change it, but every 5 episodes as well, we're doing live episodes in my Discord server. Link is in the description.
True, they're very fun
They are a lot of fun to do.
because we interact with the live
I
chat. That
love
you
the
guys
live
can all like,
episodes.
you can
Yep.
always talk to us and like influence the topics of the podcast. Very fun. We also are trying to potentially get some like progress with maybe some more guest appearances, like we've done in the past. We've done
We have a lot of ideas.
few interviews and lots of guests over the course of the 50 episodes we've done.
I got an
Uh,
interesting idea for a guest yesterday that I don't think I've said yet, but I'm
Oh.
gonna save that. I'm not gonna.
Yeah, all right, yeah. I like
Matt
I like-
Pat!
Matthew Patrick himself.
Attainable. So a guest that's actually attainable.
Attainable.
Scott Cawthon.
Uh,
How epic
So-
would that be?
do we want to like catch up the new viewers a little bit about like what we're like? I mean, I'm sure they've gathered a little bit already, and most of them
Oh,
are probably returning. But just in
Oh,
case,
this isn't
funny
about
one.
FNAF. This is about us. That's
well,
crazy.
very, very briefly. Then we can get into
Hey,
the
Let's all say 3 words to describe ourselves.
Oh, I hate this so much now.
Same.
That's so on the spot. You can't do this to me.
That is
Hello,
pretty on the
everyone.
spot.
My name is Ozone. I am the funny one. I am a really good theorist. And I'm cringe most of the time.
yeah, I'll settle for that one. That one, yeah, that's about right.
All right.
Oh, thanks. Okay, your turn, Inky.
It's my turn. Okay. Well, so I seem to be famous for being like very analytical and critical of things, I guess. That's pretty much my whole thing, I guess. I really like the Fazbear Frights books. I really like the Tales books so far, and I made the jingle that you heard the podcast. That's
Oh, people will think we're so boring.
I know, right?
Of course
Until they
you
come
made it
to
because you're
un-
so critical of everyone else.
I'm sorry.
Dude,
Alright.
should I go next?
Yeah, underscore reel them back in because you have like interesting things to say.
Unlike you guys, I'm not boring. I am just, immensely, I got all the information. I can drop like 8 years worth of book crap in like few sentences, man. But I'm also the master of crackpot, okay?
Oh, absolutely.
I have the best crackpot ideas. Just wait for them to pay off. Stuff I said
He's
2
like-
years ago will be awesome in like 3 weeks.
He has like he's the guy with like the board and like all the red like yarn like
How'd you
tape.
know?
Like,
Honestly, underscore is so fascinating.
Yes.
Oh, this
What was
again.
the third thing? I need a third thing. Ooh. FNAF AR.
FNAF AR.
FNAF AR.
Good old FNAF
No, underscore,
AR, our best friend.
It's what's in chat. It's what's in chat.
Absolute callback. What's in chat?
Oh man.
Yeah,
Chalk.
underscore also
Chalk.
eats chalk for a living.
For a living.
For a living?
Yeah.
I wish.
And also, you sleep a
Wait.
lot. Also, I have one really fun.
He hasn't slept in a while.
I didn't do the
We
sleeping.
can, yeah.
I have a fun fact about Underscore.
Yes.
His name is actually underscore.
You messed it
gonna
up.
kill you.
All right.
Underscore score.
Yeah, how many times do you think I've heard that? Like, total lifetime count. Huh?
Hey, that was one of the first things I ever said to you.
Yeah! Oh my goodness.
Genuinely was.
This is just memory lane.
Dude,
But
I got my
Psychic.
code out of the way.
Psychic, you're the last one left.
Yep, I'm psychic. I'm the weird one. I'm the oddball.
I think we're all kind of weird in our own
We're all
ways.
equally weird.
I don't know about equally, but
I
we're all
run the
pretty
Dark Rooms
weird.
podcast on my channel with these lovely people. I'm the one that's most likely to make an Among Us joke.
That's true.
I like
Verified.
the books.
That's-
I like FNaF. I laugh a
I
lot.
unironically want... Can we play Among Us? I want to play Among Us.
Yes, let's play Among Us
Not now.
No, like right now, let's play Among Us.
while we do the podcast.
The Among Us episode of the podcast.
I haven't
You guys
played Among
aren't
Us in
already
so
playing
long.
Among Us?
Look, when the VR version drops, let's VR Among Us for Dark Rooms.
Deal.
Honestly,
Anyways,
I mean, I'd have to wait till I get home because that's where the Quest 2 is.
this is the Dark Rooms podcast. We make jokes, we make dumb theories, we laugh, and we talk about FNaF. That kind of rhymed.
Yeah, almost. Yeah, that can be our slogan, our motto. So what's
That's
been
a
going
long
on in the FNaF community recently?
Oh. I hate that screenshot so much.
Psychic, stop posting things in the chat. The audience
Stop
is going to be so
posting-
confused.
Stop posting the MatPat cancer picture.
Okay. What's been
Dude.
happening recently?
Yeah, what has? You
So
tell us.
there's all the HAPPS stuff, but we can't really,
Talk about that.
shouldn't really talk about that yet.
And why is that? Why can't
Because
we talk about that?
it's not out yet.
Because you're lame.
Another.
No,
We've had.
he's not lame, he's inky. We just went over this.
We've
Those
had
two
some
things
news-
often coincide.
We've had some news for Tales from the Pizzaplex 5.
Oh my
Oh!
god, it's so hype.
Changed.
It's so hype.
Have you seen the new description? It says
I-
Tony search for the player behind the impossibly high scores of the
Right.
Pizzaplex Fazcade leads him down a rabbit hole with no way out.
Yeah.
Could be a Gregory story.
So there's a kid at the Pizzaplex who wants to beat all the arcade games, get the highest scores, but there's someone beating him, and he's
Mhm.
gonna track this person down and probably
Yeah.
learn their secrets. But
Wait.
it's always frickin' Gregory.
Oh,
He has the
As
highest
far as
scores.
Insecurity Breach itself, I think we shouldn't count on it being a Gregory story.
Because this just could be a Pizzaplex, not the
It's at least
Pizzaplex.
Right,
parallel.
and even if it is the Pizzaplex, it could be just before Gregory started playing the games.
I want arcade conspiracy content, so this is gonna be
That would
awesome.
be cool. I am excited to see it.
I think I
What,
could
what
say
story did it replace?
it replaced
the Drew.
some dude. I think he's at his school working on like a paper or something and takes some
Oh,
creative
yeah.
liberties or something. But apparently
Yeah.
those liberties are like more real than not.
Yeah, that's
Which is-
kind of mid compared
which
to
is-
the arcade.
Which is weird because I swear there was another story just like that where it's like someone takes creative liberties and then it turns out horrible or closer
Mhm.
to the truth than they'd expect.
I definitely remember that phrasing in another one.
This book in particular sounds insane. We have the Fazbear Entertainment Board of Directors. We have possibly a Gregory story, and then an Abe Part 2.
That
Maybe.
is pretty wild.
Yeah,
Maybe.
I'm saying right now this is going to be probably the best book of tales. This right here, best
And
book
it makes
of tales.
sense,
Don't
'cause,
roll
like-
your eyes at me. I saw that.
Because the fifth Fazbear Frights book is when they dropped Man in Room 1280, so I think it
Mhm.
might follow the trend of like the fifth book being super important.
And
Dude.
speaking of that, did you know that Tales from the Pizzaplex was written in 2019?
Yeah,
That's wild.
Tales
That's-
dates back.
They have
really
planned
far.
everything.
I mean, it takes a while to write stories, so
Now,
I'm,
if you
yeah.
think that Tales is from 2019, when does that
Yeah.
mean Frights was finished?
honestly
and that means
probably
18 or 17?
Yeah.
I'd say 17 probably. Like if Scott
Now,
was
if
like
so,
working on the
we would
Pizzaplex, or not Pizzaplex.
When was
Pizza
the
Sim.
series
about-
20% done? Because he made that one
Uh,
post.
On Steam, the Steam like checklist of things he was working on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, why didn't we look at that? I have
Yeah,
it. I have the
that
link.
might be
I
a
have
good
the link.
indicator.
Maybe it might be taken down by now, but I think I have the link.
Hmm.
Keep talking while I look for it.
Yeah.
Anyway, other news as well
That means
is
that-
the new.
That means that frickin' Citroen's game is more likely, considering it was like right around the time of FNaF 6. If it was 2017.
Yeah, that's what I was. That's what I was
People
gonna
were
say.
always
Like,
saying like Scott didn't plan all these books out back then. It's like, you know what? Maybe
I
he did.
think, yeah.
especially under Ultimate Custom Night with the one you should not have killed.
Yeah,
It's definitely he on purpose.
Yeah, even if FNaF 6 didn't have some planning for books, UCN was definitely planned with
That's
books.
why I'm sort of thinking like after Scott wrapped up development on Pizza Sim, I think he went right into Frights.
Yeah, I
Oh
agree.
my gosh. Tails is
so-
we're gonna agree Tails is just exponentially better than Frights at this point already, right?
I mean, I've only read one book. They're all S tier, but I'm not comparing them yet.
We're gonna say right now that after reading the second book too, or at least I think so. I got to hear if Ozone agrees that just Tails is so much better than Frights already. It's
The quality
crazy.
has definitely gone up. There's one story in HAPPS I'm not too sure about being
Yeah.
S tier, but so far every story is S tier.
That story is difficult.
I assume that one is HAPPS.
No. Well, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think B7's a little interesting.
Really? You don't like that one?
I've heard. I saw the.
It's hard
I
to-
know there's controversy around that one.
It's hard to judge with its content. Does that make sense?
I've heard like out of context controversy, like Psychic said.
The controversy essentially touches on if they were written as like allegories to like real world things, but they just are not. They are just
Yeah.
stories.
Yeah,
because the writer
author-
confirmed.
Yeah, writer.
Or
Yeah.
yesterday.
Yeah.
After hearing about that and knowing the back of the book, I think I kind of get where the story might be going.
You have no idea where the story's going.
Predictions about allegories were technically wrong. In all, like there's a way bigger theme, I'd say, to this one than what we could have predicted.
So other news as well is the fourth book, Somniphobia, now has a new cover, and I think it looks amazing. I think
I have an interesting take on that
Don't
We
get me
know.
started on the new cover.
because I do agree it looks amazing, but I think I like prefer the vibe of the previous one because I liked the diver guy. I liked the design of the sea serpent a little better in that one.
they are also different artists.
Yes.
Yeah. Do we know who the new artist is and who the old artist was?
Pinky Pills.
Pinky Pills and Lady Fizzy or whatever
Yeah.
you say.
Lady Fizzy.
Okay, that's interesting.
Those are two big FNAF artists over the years, so
I think this one looks
doesn't surprise
better,
me.
like just like higher quality.
Oh yeah, I agree with that. It's objectively better, but I prefer the site like the previous.
Also, it's like, yeah, I cannot wait for like the cover of the fifth book.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm excited to see what it is.
because it's either the board of directors, it's the arcade games, or it's the sequel to Abe's Story.
It might
Which
be
I'm guessing-
Right.
I'm
I'm
guessing it's
still
gonna
not
be-
convinced about it being a sequel story yet.
it's
pretty likely.
it's the same living space and
Oh.
the same person.
It literally, to me, this is literally just like the Andrew situation all over again.
Well,
I'm not
I
getting
think
my
it's
hopes
more
up.
than that because even if
You'll
it's
be
just the name, like let's say the name was a coincidence, the subject matter of the story as well, much less likely a coincidence. In my
It's
opinion.
him at his living complex, the whatever the
It's
frickin'
the-
place where you live is by the Pizzaplex.
Hot take, not convinced yet. I'll have to see it to believe it.
All right.
All right.
But speaking of the cover, especially now that we know about the potentially Gregory story, I think the fifth cover is going to be something to do with the arcade games, not the board of directors.
I think it'll be board of
Mhm.
directors.
I think
Uh,
arcade machine is more sellable as a cover.
Was Lally the first story in Lally's game?
It was
No.
second.
Is Haps the second story?
Yeah.
Yes.
Then it's always the second story.
Well,
Potentially,
what about
yeah.
what about
It's
Somniphobia
not-
and some
So I was just about to touch on to this because
those are
we
the
also this is our final book news. Is we got the stories revealed for Somniphobia. So we have Somniphobia,
Ooh.
then Pressure, then Cleithrophobia.
Wait,
Also,
two
I want to
phobias?
touch upon why we have so many phobia stories,
Yeah,
because that's interesting.
that is interesting. So
It is
what
pretty
was
interesting.
what was the second phobia?
Claustrophobia is the fear of being trapped.
Oh no.
I thought it was. Oh yeah, it's like a subtle difference between like claustrophobia and
Well, claustrophobia is the fear of small spaces. and
Right.
Considering
claustrophobia is actually
HAPPS
the verb.
just being trapped. Like
considering
Like an action.
HAPPS gave me just major anxiety, that one's gonna be horrible.
I'm so excited to read HAPS.
I have a feeling that one's going to be about the little music mans.
Yeah, we
Ooh,
love
that's a good idea. That's a good idea. I think that would be a great topic. That would be a great environment for them.
That'd be great. But yeah, that's all the book news.
Yeah,
Back
I'm,
to
I'm
you.
excited. No,
Oh,
we're not doing the
no.
back to you.
Back to me.
Hey guys,
Walt
we should make a new show.
Walt Waterman returns
Dude,
from his
show.
watery grave.
We should call it the Eekney Loop.
No.
Oh my gosh, it just descends further.
I'm-
It
I'm
spirals.
gonna change subject. Did I tell you guys how much I love the new cover? She is fine though.
Oh my gosh. Can I say
Underscore
how
simping for the destroyed
Can-
mermaid
Can
robot.
I say I like how all the Tales of the Pizzaplex covers have nice color-coded spines because of each of the different Tales
Do
of
they?
Pizzaplex covers. Yeah, you know.
Wait,
Do they? Let me check mine
Molly's is
out.
red, HAPPS is blue, Somniphobia yellow.
Oh, yeah,
Something
yeah.
color.
That's
I know what you're
cool.
talking
That's
about.
really cool.
I cannot wait to see them all lined up when they're all out.
Well,
That
I
is
mean,
pretty cool.
didn't Frights just do the color coding with the titles?
I mean, yeah, but it wasn't that good. Like there are a lot of blues and
The
yellows.
logo is more impactful because it's like neon, like
Yeah.
security breach type.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, I think the edges of each of the Frights books had like some of the image on them, so they weren't like a solid black
Yeah.
edge. Well, this is like they're very clean cut, organized. So it's way
I
better.
really enjoy the presentation of Tales. I wasn't sure,
Like,
I wasn't sure I would
all
enjoy
of them
it
lined
until
up.
I opened Valley's game and just immediately was captivated.
It's
But we
like-
talked about that
this,
last
this
episode.
part. This part gets changed. Also, this part technically. But
Yeah. All right.
I cannot
So-
wait to see like. Yeah. I like color theory. I like.
Color theory.
That was a Smash Bros. Theory to determine who would be the DLC
was?
fighters back in the day.
Bro,
Yeah, I just
color
like-
theory.
I
Oh
just-
yeah.
I was talking
Aw,
about the
man.
art thing. Like really give multiple. Whatever. Anyway, shut up.
You got it, Chief.
Shut up. Run a podcasting mutes. Oh my gosh. Anyway, yeah. And let's see here. What else is there to talk about? Welcome
Yeah,
back to
what
season
the fuck are
three.
we talking
The graphic novels, the Phasma Frights graphic novel, the first one is coming out soon.
Oh
Oh,
right.
is it?
Dude,
It's coming out in 3 days from when we're recording this.
Oh wow, that
the
is
worst upset ever.
I'm not super excited for that. Gonna be real.
I am so disappointed because my favorite story looks horrible.
I disagree.
It's interesting. The more
I disagree.
So I think they all have their very distinct styles.
Yeah.
Now, no shade on the artists. I'm sure like the actual reason they look controversial is that Scholastic had deadlines and they're not used to making comics,
Yeah.
as far as I've heard. Into the Pit looks really
In the
Um,
Pit looks pretty good, yes.
They
I'll agree
trace.
on
They
that.
trace.
I said pretty like bad. I think it looks the worst out of all.
I
of them.
thought you said
You
good.
think it looks the worst?
Yes, I do think it looks the worst because
No.
it doesn't have
Also,
like
they trace
it's-
the Spring Bonnie.
They did trace
It's-
Spring Bonnie.
it's
on
it
Docos.
like I saw it compared to like basic like how to direction, like how to let me try and pull
They,
one up.
they got the how to draw FNaF book and this went off that.
No, that's not what I mean. Like basically it has a very I guess bland style. I don't know.
Dude,
Wait, Eleanor is just Scott Cawthon taking the How to Draw FNAF book and accidentally drawing baby wrong.
long neck.
Yeah.
Sendo neck.
I'm so upset
Cool.
because of out of stock. Look at it. Well, look what they did to my boy. You've
Okay.
seen the Plush Trap Chaser.
The
I-
plush
okay.
trap. looks kind of funny. Yeah, I quite like it though. It's
He has
so
a
funny.
bib! He has a
It's
bib!
great.
Why does he
It's
have
funny.
a bib?
Why not?
They're like
No!
WikiHow images.
Not why not?
It's not that
like
bad.
WikiHow
I think out of stock looks fine.
Well, it's not your favorite
I
story.
think so.
True.
My opinions
Maybe
on so I don't. I
maybe
think
continue to cry about it.
I think Into the Pit looks the worst just because it looks like basic corporate like tutorial images, and it looks very like untextured, like unshaded in many places.
Which is
Please
funny
give us
because
sheet
that one
tabs.
was drawn by Didi Esmeralda, who does 18+ images.
Well, we know she doesn't do comics.
Oh my god!
What the frick?
Ouch! That hurt.
No, I mean, I prefaced with like it's not really the artist's fault that
Yeah.
it looks not great. I think To Be Beautiful looks the best. It has like a consistent style that doesn't
Yeah.
really
That'll
look
end up being pretty good.
Also, the kind of the tint on the like in To Be Beautiful kind of feels sickly. So you kind of feel like
it
I don't know.
definitely has a vibe. It's like a kind of gives me like a Twilight like sort of shading vibe where it's like
Yeah.
kind of ethereal almost.
I totally forgot
think
about the
that's
image
what-
of like Sarah falling apart. Yeah, that looks great.
Yeah,
It looks
To Be
pretty good,
Beautiful
yeah.
looks the best. Out of Stock is
Mm.
I'm not sure how I feel about it yet. I think I respect it for having a distinct style. I just don't think it really worked for Plush Trap in particular.
Inky, it looks like where the wild things are.
That is it's been a long time since I've like seen any images of that, but I think I back you up on that. It's definitely a distinct style and I can respect it for that because it's like, okay, this is an interesting art style. But yeah, Plush Trap.
Also, this is just a side tangent, but like, I don't think we could like, in any way, trust these books for accurate details.
Oh no, absolutely not. I don't think we've ever been able to really trust the graphic novels, and that's not a bad thing for like the quality of the books. It's just like we should not get information necessarily from them.
You know what? The Fourth Closet or that trilogy, they're pretty good, except there's like that one weird Golden Freddy, why is he just brown kind of thing.
So
Yeah, there's like small hiccups, but
These,
I don't know because in
I think
Into
I know what
the
you're gonna
Pit,
say.
in Into the Pit, there is someone who shouts Susie, and also it says it's in 2020, I believe.
Yep, there are two new
interesting.
details that wouldn't have come from the actual story.
So I actually do think that they could give us more insight on a few things.
interesting.
That's what makes it tough, because there's these new little details, but also Fredbear in what the frick was that story called? What was that story called?
Into the Pit,
That
To
one.
Be Beautiful, or Out of Stock?
No, the new kid. Fredbear is just Golden Freddy. And did you see the animatronics on stage?
Well, it wasn't
not.
Fredbear in the new kid, was it?
Yes, it is.
I mean, it
it's
was
in the
Golden
Freddy files.
Freddy.
It's,
It was
it's
Golden Freddy.
Fredbear.
It was
Golden Freddy.
In the Freddy files, he's got a purple
It was.
hat.
I think that might be Freddy Files issue then.
That's just a Freddy Files issue, yeah.
Bruh.
In Freddy Files, freaking Susie has blonde hair.
Oh yeah. Oh wait. Hold on.
So one last thing on Out of Stock.
New
I-
Darko
I'm-
song?
That's cool. That's coming out soon, isn't it? I'm excited for that.
Less than a week. Actually, a week from when we're recording this.
Oh my gosh, it sounds so good.
From what I remember hearing, it does, yeah. But as far as Out of Stock, one last thing. I think it would have, like been a lot cooler if like the whole point of Plush Trap in Out of Stock is that it has human eyes and human teeth, but you don't really
Yeah.
get that effect because all the human eyes are just little beady dots. So Plush Traps are too. So the
We've
horror
actually
of that is kind
We've
of
actually
gone.
had a lot of illustrations of Plush Trap Chaser, and none of them have had human eyes and teeth.
And yeah, that bothers me.
people are
Like,
a bit weird about that.
I'm not even a huge Out of Stock fan, but that bothers me.
Yeah.
Like, it's supposed to look like that.
Sorry.
Bless you.
Psychic, what are your thoughts? You keep typing stuff in the group chat and
Stares
not
into the
talking.
void. Yeah, what are you doing in the group chat? Don't make me do stuff in there.
I don't know. I'm just like, I think it's all right. I mean, I know like not everything can. Look
And that
like,
is
I know
a
everything
fair
can't look
opinion.
like this. I know it can't always look like this.
Yeah, it has not
But-
human teeth.
Yeah, I'd like to see a human without teeth.
I'm not gonna say that.
Speed. What
what
were
are
you
you-
about to say,
What do you mean by that?
bro? Say something.
Like,
Anyways,
Say things.
we're gonna move on to the next topic. I don't know.
I have no idea what's going on.
You're a
Anyways.
disgrace.
if you think the graphic novels look alright or even good, that is a completely valid opinion to have. This is just our subjective opinions on how we think it looks. But yeah, moving on. Do we have anything else before we get to? I mean, like do we jump into the movie?
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't really have much else.
The movie.
The movie. So we've had a little bit in recent weeks, coming through from good old Jason.
Jason Blum.
Jason Blum. He's one of the most recent thing we've heard is that he told FNaF fans to stop thinking about the movie for a sec because he does produce other films, which is funny to me
Yes,
that he had to
was.
specify.
People were
It
so
just-
mad
it just
about
shows
that. I was
the
laughing
I don't-
so
yeah.
hard.
I like the whole point was that he's like doesn't
Leave me
just
alone
do
now.
the FNaF movie and everyone's like, what? Why? He's insulting us. Yeah, it was funny. But before that, do you guys remember what the big news before that was?
Yeah.
That's really close and probably.
Yes, I do
I think
remember that.
he implied that it was like within the next year, I think.
Yes, he did say that it should be in the next
We
year.
also saw them building an animatronic, and it looks exactly the same as the FNaF 1 animatronic.
Yes, that the Jim Henson Studios. I'm so
Yeah.
excited that they're on board because like if you've seen any like Jim Henson animatronics and even just the puppets, like the realistic puppets, like not just Muppets, not just Sesame Street, those are awesome. But when Jim Henson wanted to make like realistic looking stuff, he did, and it was amazing.
I was
Yeah.
talking to my mom after those leaks dropped, and I said it. I name dropped Jim Henson's workshop, and her like face lit up because she knew that like that was going to be cool.
Yeah.
It's going to be really cool.
It looks awesome.
I'm gonna try and find an example to put in the group chat for you guys.
I'm posting that. I'm posting the tweets.
Also,
Iggy's trying to
my man
find
has a
example.
SpongeBob eraser.
What?
That's a SpongeBob eraser in the background.
Oh wait, let's. Wait, where's the tweet
SpongeBob
go?
eraser?
Oh wait, there it is.
Yeah.
True.
Eraser? I hardly know it.
Oh.
We
Like-
only make the best jokes here on Darkrooms podcast.
These images.
I told
like,
you I was the funny one.
These images that I found, this one, like it legitimately looks like it could be like straight out of FNaF.
Dude, the ultimate pieces of FNAF merch would be getting my hands on one of these little pieces that they're working on.
Oh, that would
I
be
would
ultimate.
love
That would
that
be awesome.
so much.
Why does
Holy
Freddy?
Grail.
Why does Freddy have a green foot?
Shamrock.
Oh my gosh, if Shamrock Freddy is in the FNaF movie, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna literally like jump over.
That would be amazing. That would
Now
be
that I'm looking at this this like suit that's on the character stand that he has there with the microphone and all that,
Yes.
does it really remind you of that suit that one of the characters in the Silver Eyes was trapped in?
It kind of does.
Anybody
I
know
mean,
what I'm talking
like,
about?
yes, I know what you're talking about, and I agree, but it was a pretty basic like suit design. So
I'm not. Yeah, that's. I'm not trying to say it's gonna be Silver Eyes. I'm just saying like, yeah, that's what it
Oh.
reminds me of.
that's actually a good topic because aren't we like? I mean, I'm fairly sure it might be a Silver Eyes adaptation.
That was pitched, and it's probably not gonna be that.
Well, that's what I would have thought, but didn't they post that image of like a diner and people like pointed back to like the diner scene in Silver Eyes?
No.
I think it
No.
might be similar to how Silver Eyes operated.
Well,
The biggest
okay.
thing for me, the biggest thing suggesting that it
Corn
might be a
Freddy's.
Silver Eyes adaptation is that, like, we got news that the director left and they had to start over with a script.
Mhm.
Then very like comparatively, like relatively, when like thinking about a film like production, very quickly they came back like it's almost done. Like
Well,
that's like
hold on.
it suggests to me that maybe like because they wanted to like just make the movie, that
We know
rather
it's
than
not
like
something.
spending another like few years on scripts, I'm thinking they might have just adapted Silver Eyes.
What?
I disagree with you, Inky. You know,
I disagree.
I
And what diner
disagree.
picture are you talking about?
Wait, no, I disagree for another reason. I don't think they ever said that they had to change the script just because like the producer left. I think people.
Didn't they?
I think
I
people
thought they.
assumed that, and I don't think they actually said that.
Can we find the? Because if that's true, then we still have the Mike
Um,
script, right?
So, okay, Scott last said that the Mike script was going to be a thing. Keep in mind that in his post about the movie scripts, the Silver Eyes screenplay was one of them that got canned.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm aware of that, but
See,
Yeah.
Also, what did you say about a diner image? What are you talking about?
I think Blumhouse a while back posted like an image of like a diner.
Huh. Okay, so that is not it. Let's clear it up right now.
Okay.
What actually happened is that a old Burger King was uncovered, like it sealed up in a mall, and I think
Oh.
Jason Blum just like eyeballed that image on Twitter, and
Oh,
everyone
okay.
was
In real life?
freaking out.
Okay.
Yes, in real life,
I can see that. I can
an
see
old
that.
Burger
That's
King
funny.
Burger King
looked
Freddy.
like it was straight out of the '80s, got uncovered in a mall.
That's cool.
Hey guys, I went to Burger King and in my kids thing, I got this weird green little plastic toy sign thing.
That's crazy. What did it do?
It turned me into a traffic sign.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Carry on. Uh,
Yeah,
Wait.
I'm looking at the article that the news was
Yeah.
from. It doesn't seem to say like that. It didn't say like, hey, we've completely changed the script. Like,
really? Because that's what I remember hearing.
yeah,
So if that's not the case,
the,
then I'm
like
excited.
I'll give you the article, but it says in an interview with Collider, blah blah blah. James Blum confirms not. And additionally, they seem to be back to changing the script rather than filming. That's what it says, but that's not what it seems to imply.
So
I'd like to see
For
the
me-
actual like announcement what he said, personally.
Yeah,
But
For me-
I'll read up on that.
a Silver Eyes like adaptation, I think wouldn't be a smart move because like we already know Charlie's a robot and stuff.
Yeah.
So
I would
okay.
like- I
we
would
knew
not-
that
I would
from
not
Silver
be-
Eyes. We knew
Well-
that since Silver Eyes. Well, I mean, it was.
Well,
It was
I didn't.
implied.
confirmed. It wasn't confirmed,
Well, okay.
but it was implied. Like
That was
there were
that was something
signs.
that Matt Pat was right about. Like he called that.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
in his first
That
Silver
was
Eyes video.
in the. I
Right,
think
yeah.
that was the Twisted Ones.
No, that was Silver
No, I
Eyes.
think
video.
I
That
think
was
he said
Silver
I think
Eyes.
I think he called it all the way back in Silver
Yeah, he
Eyes.
did.
I
Yeah.
don't actually
Okay.
remember that.
It was.
I
There's
only
some
I only
crazy
figured it out after
foreshadowing in the
Fourth
fourth closet. There's some. There's some crazy foreshadowing in the Silver Eyes.
Mm-hmm.
But-
in Matt Pat's Silver Eyes video, the first one he made, he did say, "Don't have me start how I think the main character's a robot." He did say
So-
that. I remember that.
Yeah.
It was.
What was the thing?
It's almost like they planned all the books ahead of time, just like the Five Frights and Tales of the Pizzaplex series.
Oh
So-
my gosh! Kids that
Minky-
It's
play.
crazy.
Inky, I rewatched the Scott Cawthon interview yesterday,
Yes.
and he did express a lot of like, he's putting a lot of care into the movies because if he treated the movies like he treated FNaF World, we'd be 3 movies in and they'd all suck by now. But what was
yeah.
the
He
other
likes
thing he said?
speedrun the movies.
He said he could have done the novels, but people don't want to go see a movie about the novels. They want to go see a movie about, the games, specifically
Yes.
the first one. So it's probably going to be some weird FNaF 1 Mike-centric.
And I hope it is. Like until this conversation, I was pretty sure that it would be Silver Eyes, but now and that's never what I hoped for because I want to go in and see a new story.
Like, I love the trilogy a lot. I love it so much, but it's probably not going to be the result, the output.
I'm still waiting on my Fast but Frights Netflix series.
Bro, when does Disney buy FNAF?
boy, don't.
When are we gonna get the freaking Disney special
Didn't
FNAF
Disney
show?
like buy
I
out
don't know.
Illumix or something?
No. Oh my God, no. Why are you guys so misinformed?
All right, so I've found the thing that suggested to me that they started over with the script. But
What does
it
say?
the way he says it sounds like it's still present tense, but it's possible he might have been referring to past tense, like all the scripts that they tried over the years.
Okay.
Right.
Because so he goes, I'll read it out for the listeners. We've written multiple scripts, and we've got where we're threading a needle, which is doing justice to the Five Nights at Freddy's and making Scott Cawthon happy. The only way we could go about it is giving Scott. I don't want to do something that Scott doesn't like. Let me say that in a different way. He seems to stumble over his words a bit. I don't have the right to do anything Scott doesn't like. Basically, Scott has kind of like the equivalent of the final cut, and it's taken longer than I hoped to get the right story. That implied to me what I took away from that is that they were back to like writing more scripts. But
So
yeah.
I checked the Reddit post, the old bad news about the movie Reddit post from 2 years ago,
I
where
love
Scott
that post
said
so much.
filming starts in spring.
Yeah, and
Like 2 years ago.
didn't it like not?
Probably.
Yeah.
But then again, if it's coming out within the next year, maybe they did do a lot of filming already, and just we never figured out. Which is interesting because usually when something's getting filmed, there are leaks, like from people on set, just like taking pictures of
This is
stuff.
FNAF. We have books 3 weeks early.
So I don't know. It'd be cool if they filmed already and we just didn't know about it. Because how do you like film and edit an entire movie like and say that it's coming out within the next year? That's kind of very fast. So I think they might have done stuff already, especially if they kept the script.
Dude, I'm looking at this Reddit post. It says,
Why would they?
"Dang,
The
Scott."
thing I don't get is why they would have to change just because the producer left. Like the producer didn't write the script, so it's
Well,
like,
the director left. To be clear,
I don't know movie terms, Inky. That
they're
means
pretty.
nothing
They're
to
pretty.
me.
It's a pretty important difference.
That
Me
means
Director
as
nothing.
a
Holly Noah.
newly found film major. Yeah. So basically, the director leaving just means that the script would be the same, but how it is adapted to real life differs depending on the director. Like what the shots are going to be like, how it's going to look, basically. Just how, directing, like you do this, etc. So I'm sure they have gotten someone new for that, obviously. Interestingly, they haven't revealed who. Whereas, like before, it was like, "Hey, Chris Columbus is directing the film."
Did he discover America?
Oh my gosh, that bit. Um,
That was a good bit, and you know it.
that was a pretty funny bit. Uh, but yeah, maybe the reason they haven't revealed the new director is for fear of having the same thing happen again. Maybe, or it's
Jason
just like
Brass,
we
now
just
that-
don't want to. We just don't want to tell you guys in case they leave.
Or it could just be like we don't want them to get like tweet bombed on Twitter. Like,
Yeah. I
Oh,
was
that's fair too. Yeah.
I was watching that Scott interview, and he said something very interesting. It's that for the longest time he'd kept the series very under wraps, close to his chest, never letting any other company do much with the project, and that still applies even after making AR, VR, Security Breach. No company's allowed to create their own storylines or characters, but he could just be amping up the keeping it close to his chest this time with not cutting down on details since they're not providing.
That's fair, true. Which is an interesting marketing tactic, at least. I think as soon as we get like a trailer, I think marketing and like reveals are gonna like be happening quickly.
oh, totally.
But
yeah.
until then, because I think part of the problem, or part of the reason the FNaF movie has taken so long is what you said, underscore, where Scott like keeps a lot of things like to himself, and that's a good thing and a bad thing because one man can't make a movie, or at least like a full like theater movie. Like it takes teamwork. It takes like a lot of different people doing different things. So if Scott was kind of hesitant on like what he would give to people, I can imagine it would take as long as it did.
I mean, yeah. I just think
But if it's still the Mike script, I'm extremely excited.
I'm excited either way.
Yeah, same.
We just,
I mean,
we
I'll take the
we need
FNaF
more.
movie.
We just need more to get hyped up, especially
Yes.
now. Apparently, we're going into like the FNaF movie next year or whatever.
Yeah, I think we'll get a trailer October. It just seems like the time.
Are you a fan
especially
of
if it's like
scary
next year.
movies?
Halloween.
Just Halloween.
Anyway, speaking about movies, what about the Mario movie?
Now that's exciting.
That's a bit unrelated, or so.
Oh, they should get Chris Pratt for Springtrap.
No, please. I would
Oh,
die.
it's a me, a Springtrap.
Getting away with this.
You know,
Hey guys,
Ozone,
Springtrap.
Mario will always come back.
that might be the best idea you've ever had,
Yeah, no.
which is kind of sad.
Chris.
Everybody
Chris
knows
Pratt as
three people
Springtrap.
want
Wait.
to be William.
Chris Afton, Chris Pratt.
Cut. I'll walk out of here
Dwayne
right
the
now.
Rock Johnson as Buff Helpy.
No.
What the frick?
Oh no. Who's
a
Freddy
healthy-
Fazbear? Who's Freddy Fazbear? Who's the dream cast for the FNaF
Dream?
movie in both a meme sense and
Dream?
real?
Dream Theory?
I see a lot of people wanting Willem Dafoe to be Purple Guy,
William?
That would
William?
work too well.
and I
Willem
think
Afton.
I could see it, but I don't know, maybe. I think he could work. It would be cool. Willem
They
Dafoe's
should
a
do
great
Willem.
actor.
They should do Willem Dafoe as Purple Guy, and Chris Pratt as Springtrap. Just two
No.
completely different guys.
It's just a Vanny Vanessa situation. Just like, wait a
Like,
minute.
in the movie, Michael Afton is Springtrap.
Oh my gosh, I was about to say, like, in the movie is Mike Trap.
It just deconfirms every theory we have.
That would be terrible.
That
Like,
would be
it's not
amazing.
even older brother Michael Afton; it's younger brother Michael
Yeah,
Afton.
no, it's like
Oh,
Mike
oh,
Victim. Mike Victim, he grows up, works in the pizzeria, gets spring locked.
This is the worst.
This is
the
the worst
best.
timeline. It's the worst timeline possible.
Worst.
The worst possible universe.
You guys are cringe.
You're cringe.
We already knew that. Tell me something I don't know.
Dang. Anyways, we've already covered a lot for this first episode of season 3. It's been a little. I think we're getting back into the swing of things a little bit. It might
Yeah.
take us a little bit, especially
Too
with
much
like a
time
lot
for
of big
Ruby.
changes. Psychic
We
and
had
I
5
are.
great episodes at the last season.
Yeah.
Can I please talk about HAPPS?
Not yet. I'm sorry.
Can me and
You can
Ozone
talk about it with
HAPS?
me.
You could just
Yeah,
listen.
please.
You guys
No,
can
no, no.
hang out in the DMs
Yes.
and like.
Just
We'll-
chill
we'll
in each other's
get there.
DMs. We'll get there.
I mean, like think about how great the Lally's game episode was, and like we waited.
we could
Like,
talk about the HAPS preview.
I never even read that.
Oh my gosh.
I don't read the previews.
I want to. Okay.
Do you want?
Can I
can,
drop
Can I?
Preview?
You want to know like what
I-
happened in the short preview of Help Wanted, Inky? We're only at 45 minutes, so we have
Sure, why not?
It's
Alright, so-
beautiful. It's,
so what
you're gonna
happens-
love this.
basically there's this guy. His name's Steve Snodgrass.
Oh my goodness.
Actually,
Actually,
Yes, actually.
Snodgrass.
This
That's
is
his name?
not a bit. This is
that
not a
sounds
bit.
that sounds like a meme.
Oh, just
Steve
you wait,
Snodgrass.
Inky. Just you wait.
Oh my goodness.
Steven Snodgrass.
Yes.
Yeah, and what
Yeah.
does Steve Snodgrass do? Psychic.
See, he's a. Oh wait, no, it's different. Okay, so this Steven, he isn't a wizard. This guy, he works at a.
Steve Snodgrass, Multiverse of
station.
Madness.
He's at a gas station as a janitor.
Yes. Anyway, he hates his job, but you know he's making some family-friendly video games that just aren't going anywhere. You know, it's kind of sad.
Oh.
So-
One of them I think is
Yeah.
called Chip Off the Old Block.
Oh.
Yeah.
I see where this is
Yeah.
going.
So he
Wait,
he
wait.
meets this girl online.
Wait, Inky, you're gonna love this part,
They've been
wait.
chilling.
Wait.
But anyway, he's working, and then while he's working, there's this guy in like a business suit. He was like,
Mhm.
"Come here, bud. Listen, I work for Fazbear Entertainment.
Oh.
I
it's
would
like,
like, we would like to
Bro, it's
employ
like-
you to make
it's
4.
like Squid Game.
We would like to employ.
Shut up!
We would like to employ you to make 4 horror games based
I
off
was
of
gonna
the
was about to-
rumors.
That's amazing.
I
That's
need
so
you to help
cool.
our
So-
rebranding campaign.
Yes.
So
Oh.
I'm not gonna tell you if it is yet or not. But the theory that I had when I first read the preview
Oh.
is that Steve Snodgrass is the rogue indie developer.
Yes.
No, well, I
Uh,
had a different theory that I
we're not
want to
done.
say, but
We're
I
not
don't want to
done.
confirm it.
We're not done with the preview. There's
Fine,
more.
fine.
Yeah.
Fine.
Let me
More
finish.
preview.
So, he's like, you know what? This isn't really for me. I'm sorry. I can't make light of potentially real murders. You know.
I don't remember him doing that in the
It's
preview.
not for me, fam. So he goes
That was
home.
in the preview.
He goes home.
Okay.
I'm talking about the extended one, and he's on it. He has a date, but he still is on the dating app, and he sees this like really hot woman. And he's like, oh yeah. So he starts
As for
talking.
entertainment, no. Dating app, yes.
So it was like, we're not like me and my girlfriend. We aren't totally serious yet. Like we just
remember her
met.
name.
So he's
Steve,
like, yeah.
no, not.
So
Don't do it, Steve.
So he kind of ditches her like, oh, I'm kind of busy tonight. I can't go on a date. And she's like, oh,
Bro.
that's sad. So he goes to this woman's house.
Steve.
Her name's Victoria, and
Steve,
he
come
walks
on,
inside.
Like the queen.
He walks inside. She's there. They're talking, and then there's this loud, high-pitched shriek, and he falls to the ground.
Passes out.
Passes out.
Is that where the preview ends?
Nope.
So,
He wakes
wait,
up.
Wait. So the first thing to note is like the room, the house that Victoria is in is completely empty. All the walls are bare. There is no furniture. There
Bro,
is
Steve got
nothing.
catfished. Steve got catfished.
Well, it's still
Files
Victoria. There's
catfishing.
still this actually. It's actually her.
Hold
Is
on.
it?
Wait.
Yeah.
We're gonna get to
Yes.
the best part. He wakes up, and Victoria's like, "Oh, are you okay, honey?" He's like, "What's happening?" He's like, "Oh, you had a little fit. You passed out on the ground." He's like, "Oh, did I?" Then there's children in the room, and he's like, "What is this?" He's like, "Oh yeah, it's been 2 years since our first date. What are you doing?
Aw.
What are you on about?" And that's where it ends.
Aw.
That's where it
They
ends.
are married
They
they
are
are
married
married.
With kids.
with kids.
with kids. There's pictures on the wall of their wedding
house
day.
is full
He
of
remembers
stuff.
none of it.
Is that where the preview leaves
That's
off?
where
That
it
is
ends.
where the preview.
Okay,
Okay,
consider me hooked.
There's an extra detail I want to bring up that I'm gonna double check is in the preview. Ozone, can I say who Steve's friend is that convinces him to go on the date with Victoria?
Sure.
His name is Matt, and he's just an absolute douche.
No.
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 It's canon. It's canon.
Wait, where does that put that on the
it-
timeline then? Oh wait, it
Wait,
has to
I
be-
haven't
it has
actually
to be
thought
before
about
in the
this at all.
flesh. It has to
You
be
haven't thought
before
about
in the
this, have you?
flesh then.
Yeah, I don't think either of them work at Fazen yet.
Oh boy, it's all coming together. I'm excited to read it.
He knows Matt. We think it's the same Matt.
As soon as Psychic, as soon as you said that Steve Snodgrass has been making family-friendly games that aren't going anywhere, it
Yeah.
immediately clicked like, oh, Steve Snodgrass is the in-universe Scott Cawthon.
The one he's working on when Fazant approaches him is called Chip Off the Old Block.
Oh, that is. Oh, are you?
Chipper
That is.
and Sons.
I'm not joking. It's about chipmunks, though.
I can't believe FNaF is being not subtle. That's like so
No.
out of character for it.
Now, Ozone, after all of that, I
Well, I
had
guess-
an idea.
I guess it could still be subtle if like the average fan doesn't know the Scott lore.
The Scott lore.
So,
It's like the beat
Ozone,
plot of
what
FNaF.
was the theory you had after all that? Those previews? What was it?
I don't know. Oh wait.
What did you say a bit earlier? What was the theory you had after
he's
all
the
this?
rogue indie developer.
Okay, I had something way more crackpot, way more off bat, but very interesting.
Ooh, right off the bat, season 3, we're gonna get a Crackpot underscore moment.
I can't confirm or deny this after all, but
Wait. Crackpot theory. Okay, go on.
No, we're
don't
not
make
making a
me go-
jingle.
We're making it a jingle,
Okay.
boys.
No.
So I
Congrats.
read this and I just thought to myself, there's something I have to say. Why do I feel like Steve Snodgrass is desk guy?
Oh yeah. I've heard this.
Ooh, that's an interesting thought. I like that. I'm excited to read the book.
I will say I think I did have one spoiler for the story. Not like a big spoiler, but I got a small spoiler. I'll type it in
Is
chat
it that?
spoiler.
Is
marks.
it that?
So, I have one thing.
Is it that Taylor
Like-
Swift is canon? I've heard that already.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So, Am I allowed to talk like a tiny bit about that? It's not massive spoilers. It's just
Yeah,
a joke in the
I'm
story.
aware that I think I expect
Okay.
it to be like how K-pop was mentioned in
So
like
there's a
Pizza Kid or
character in
whatever.
this story. It's amazing. There's a character in the story
Oh
called
my
DJ
gosh.
Dan the Music Man.
I've heard about that. Yeah.
How about we
That's
just keep
great.
saying stuff about it until we've talked about the
and-
entire story?
No,
No.
do not do that.
This is it. And he's on the radio and he talks about Sailor Thrift.
Sailor Thrift.
She's actually called Sailor Thrift.
That's literally just like the
And,
swapped first letters. I love that
I
so
am
much.
currently in the process of making a
No.
video, like a
You're
comedy
kidding.
video.
Oh my
a
gosh,
skit.
I'm excited.
Ozone, I want you to consider what I said to you in DMs and tell me if I'm off bat or not.
You're underscore. You're not off bat.
I will leave.
Well, I'm not
That
sure
like
I'm
sounds
not
like a cool username now that you mentioned that.
What's up, gamers? I'm offbat69. Welcome back to the Minecraft video.
No, you've ruined it. Well, you've ruined it. Okay.
I ruin everything. Come on, that's what I do.
Thank you. We're getting a nice little taste of each element of the podcast for this first episode. the crackpot theory, psychic making a normal thing cursed, and just oh my gosh.
Oh boy.
Do we have anything more to talk about then?
Were there any other? Oh! Do you want to talk about the Somniphobia leaks or not? Or the preview?
Oh, do you want to?
What was the song?
May as well.
I don't think I saw
May
this.
as well.
Yeah.
You haven't
I
saw
mean,
it?
yeah,
Oh,
I don't usually.
No, I might have.
I don't
so
usually read
basically
previews, but I'm fine like talking through it.
Okay, so the preview kind of. I think they think it starts like a little bit into the story. Basically, we got Sam and we got his friends, and they have a Fazbear Entertainment Dream Sphere.
Wait, what is this? Yeah, I haven't heard this. What is this? I haven't heard this yet.
Basically, they turn it on, and this Dream Sphere. So Dream Sphere is a real thing, but not
Dream Sphere.
they turn it on, and there's a little moon guy in
Dream Sphere.
the middle of the orb, and they call him Moondrop.
Let's go, finally.
It's amazing.
And
Please, like,
basically,
daycare attendant is such a dumb name. Please just call him Moondrop. Thank you.
this Dream Sphere makes him feel all woozy, and they have a textbook open in front of them about Egypt, and the Dream Sphere basically
What?
make Egypt come alive around them so they can study their notes.
What?
You know what I want to do?
But,
I want to
like,
be in this universe, and I want to get the dream. What's it called? The
Dream Sphere.
The Dream Sphere. I want to get the Dream Sphere and use it on In the Flesh.
So, like, what is a dream?
You are a terrible person.
What is the dream?
All right, let me find out.
That was a joke for the record.
Dream Sphere.
Like, I'm having a hard time picturing
So
what this thing is.
it's one of those things. It's like a projector, right? On like for in your room.
What does it do in real life if it's a real thing?
It just puts stars around your room, I think.
Yeah.
Okay,
it's
so
like a
something
light
like
up.
that, but it
it's
projects,
a
like-
light up toy. Here, I'll send a picture.
Oh, I think I know what it is.
This is what it looks something like this.
Okay. Yeah, it's like a little globe projector that just.
It's kinda like
shines
a-
things.
Let me
A
Okay.
kaleidoscope that
Yeah,
And in the middle
That
is
kinda, like,
what?
shoots out.
Moondrop? He's
It's
in the
like a-
middle?
Yeah.
kaleidoscope, disco ball, snow globe.
Yeah, I didn't see this preview. I haven't heard this.
So everyone's like, "Oh my gosh, Moondrop is putting kids on crack cocaine in FNaF. Let's go!"
Let's go.
Their freaking candy is drugged.
True. They
Man,
have
I'm
like
not
caffeine
surprised.
candy and like melatonin candy, which I mean,
Not to mention the
Also-
freaking gumdrop angel candy.
in the preview, I'm pretty sure the first sentence is like, "And the dog bit his face off."
oh
What?
yeah, because they're telling
What?
they're telling like scary stories, and Sam's like, I'm not too into this,
And the
Let's
dog bit his face off.
Oh, are you thinking fetch, Ozone?
No,
Oh,
it was
So-
underscore that was thinking.
What?
I don't think.
Ozone
don't-
is just like processing information and just like.
I am
okay,
a robot.
No, you're not.
uh,
Dude,
just no.
okay. About that, can I say something about that?
What?
Can I right here? I need to somewhere to preserve this. I need to drop one sentence that will
Drop it in Ozone's TMs.
No, it's not. It's not. It's not a leak. It's not
It's
a
not a
leak.
leak?
It's a
Okay.
prediction.
It's a
It is a
prediction.
prediction
Okay.
I need
Wait,
to just
it's
get
a
on the table.
prediction from the story that you already know?
It is a prediction for Ruin.
Okay, yeah, okay.
It's a prediction for Ruin and the future epilogues.
Okay.
Wait, but
And I
is it
just
based
need to
on?
put it on the table?
Is it based on spoilers?
I won't explain it. I won't explain the sentence. It
So,
does
like,
have
out of context?
it does have to do with the second epilogue that just dropped, the new one. But I won't.
We can't
there will
talk about it.
there will be no explanation of what
I
I'm
think,
saying.
yeah, no, I
Okay,
think out of context spoilers can be fine.
I mean,
Depending
Wait,
on
I think
what
I
they
know what you're
are.
gonna send. I think I know what
You
you're gonna send.
don't know what I'm
Ozone
gonna say.
sent me out
Okay.
of context spoilers for Under Construction, and I had no idea what was happening.
And then
Please
Psychic showed me that, and
Please
I was so confused.
Okay.
I'll send you
Between-
another for the next stories if you want.
Oh, yeah,
Cool.
please do.
Yeah,
I'm excited.
yeah.
Okay.
Can I say it? Can I? Okay. Can I? I
Yes.
want to say an out of context. Now I want to say an out of context joke for one of the new stories.
Just do the sentence from the episode.
No,
I'm gonna say it
Yeah,
right now.
You can
Just
do
do
the
the
joke
sentence,
too.
live the crime, live in jail.
First of all, motor oil. Motor oil.
Oh yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah.
here's your mega theory
course.
prediction crackpot time. Between Security Breach, Ruin, and the new epilogues, everything Pizzaplex related is echoing the trilogy. Everything is
Oh.
retelling the trilogy.
No.
Ozone, do you see it?
No.
Think about the newest epilogue and think about what they're doing, but I won't say anything.
Oh. No.
I'm gonna DM you.
Interesting. Interesting.
I don't believe it.
Wow. Okay, just
I'm-
wait. Give me 2 years.
Give me
2
That is
years.
literally what you have to do. We have to give you 2 years.
back on like,
Give me 2 years, it'll
episode,
pay
like,
off.
150 of the Dark Rooms
Come,
podcast.
come back in
Yeah.
2 years.
Season
Come
8.
back in 2 years.
Season-
I made Security Breach predictions in a video, a Security Breach prediction video right before the game dropped, and those predictions are only now paying off.
Ooh, nice. I'm excited. I'm excited to see how this all plays out. Tails is really good.
I prefer heads.
This is gonna be good.
This is the worst timeline.
This is the worst time.
Oh
What,
my
you didn't like
gosh.
you didn't like my heads or tails joke from the classic
didn't
coin
hear it,
flipping
okay.
game.
Well, yeah, we didn't hear your joke.
Oh, I heard it.
Inky heard it.
I didn't hear it.
Heads from the pizza place.
That took me a
Man.
second. Heads from the pizza place.
It's just like all like the decapitated heads of all the animatronic character, every character in Tails.
Oh, fun
Not even
fact!
just the
The,
animatronics.
Question, but we
the
get
mega pizzaplex is pizza shaped.
Is it really? Oh wait.
Yeah, that's such a goofy statement. But you're
Wait.
right.
So it's just like a circle?
Maybe.
Well, I don't really know what they mean by pizza shaped, but that's what they said.
Someone drew out a slice and it looked like goofy, but I don't think
It's just a slice of pizza.
Hey, if you
That
line
would
up
be a really
all
funny mall.
if you line up all the Pizzaplexes, they make the pizza.
I just realized we might get Tales from the Pizzaplex graphic novels
I would
That'd be
love
cool.
sometime in the
That'd be
future.
so
I'd love
awesome.
to see a Lally's game.
I would love to see.
There's just no
oh.
Lally drawings.
Oh, I wouldn't want to see
Lally just
B7.
isn't
Lally. He's just gone. He's not
Ozone.
real.
Ozone, I would not want to
It's like
see a
the
B7 graphic novel.
It's the Undertale thing where nobody came.
Yeah, exactly. It's gonna happen. I'm sure of it. Lally isn't real.
He's always
And
right.
underscore. This is an out of context thing as well for Psychic and Inky.
Yeah.
Underscore. Technically, we already have a B7 graphic novel.
What? I don't get it.
You don't get it. We talked
No,
about this the
yeah.
other day.
No, we do. Oh no!
Yeah, technically, we already have a graphic novel. Anyway.
Huh?
Dang it, I forgot about that.
Huh?
You're just so confused, but we're gonna come back
Well,
in
I
about
guess
3 weeks.
If
You're
we
gonna
really, if we really thought about it, I think we could narrow it down because there's literally like
You really couldn't. You
Well,
really couldn't.
If we already have a graphic novel, then it means it's
Well-
one of the trilogy books, or Into the Pit, To Be Beautiful, or Out of Stop.
I don't mean
It's
like an actual graphic novel.
it's not
Okay.
a literal book.
Okay.
We already have
We-
something that shows.
We have graphics of B7.
Yeah.
So Security Breach endings.
I'm
No.
stop.
I mean,
just
yeah,
please.
no, I'm just gonna stop. All right. Well, Five Nights at Freddy's.
Is that where we're ending off for episode 1 of season 3?
Is that where you want to be?
5 Nights at
I
Freddy's.
no, I just don't get it.
I just don't. Oh,
Why do you want to
wanna
stay?
I,
Exactly.
I hate you all. I hate you all. Oh,
Five Nights
Well.
at Freddy's.
we're ending this podcast.
Instrumental.
No
The
more
man-
episodes.
the
51
man in
episode
room 1280 behind the slaughter.
Copyright.
Room
strike.
1280.
No.
Okay.
Is this where
No,
you
we're
wanna
done.
be?
We're done.
We're done.
This is
we're
over.
Done. We're done.
Season 3. Welcome to season 3, everybody.
And goodbye to
Hair
season 3. That's the
cream.
end of season 3.
The special event premiere and finale.
You guys hurt my head. You guys make me.
I think that's our cue. I think that's our cue
It is
to
our
wrap
cue.
up.
All right.
Yeah.
We're just getting back into the swing of things, fellas. It's gonna be a long road of season 3 from here. That whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, it's up to you. I don't know where I'm going with this whole
True.
thing, but yeah. Remember,
Like the
only a
video
small
if you want.
percentage of you guys are actually subscribed, so you could always unsubscribe later. No, I'm kidding.
There you go.
I mean, if you want to do it, but that's where we're gonna be signing off. So thank you so much for watching this episode of the Dark Rooms podcast. I've been Psychic with Inky, Ozone, and _, and we will see you guys later. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Peace.
You cut
I
out
like how
there,
that's
what?
kind of. I like how that's kind of our setup, where like Psychic and I say bye at the same time, then Ozone, then _, peace.
Underscore, wait, underscore
It's kind of
peace?
like the
for me,
thing.
Underscore cut out.
Say what?
What did you say?
I cut out.
man.
No. I said peace.
He did say peace.
I always say peace.